Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, a clash that carries bragging rights within the confines of the state of North Carolina, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. So Duke's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to bully their way from the first. The Mountaineers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third
trying to
short,
get Gracie.
they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Coming after it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, App State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football,
Hey, Mommy.
snag it out of the air, and this guy
You would like a
has
smoothie
5
popsicle if you got a second.
touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Just about set to kick it away.
What?
What's a PTO on Tucker?
What do you mean?
Or PTO.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was
Wow.
looking for some
The
running room,
35
but
horsepower
not
track.
much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Gets it out quickly.
Huh?
And he'll make
There are
his
other
way
things
out
I
of
need
bounds after the solid
versus buying
pickup.
that.
The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry up.
That's right up the street, by the way.
Back to pass, it's Cantrell. He lost one down the sideline. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Unloads quickly.
Downfield, offense.
Hey, Brandon. Brandon,
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the
I'm
penalty.
not letting you play. I'm just not going to pick up.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for room. It's Applewhite. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll run play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Looking for space. It's Applewhite. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
It's first down from the 11. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, App State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Appalachian State! He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They've bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room. The 25, he's brought down at the 26. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Bulldozes his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. And that pass picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll run it again. Nice move to keep running. Tackle is made after the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Oh, what a move to get room. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the route is on.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. Rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Applewhite. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Cantrell. Feeling some heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful.
Touchdown, App State! And the beatdown has ensued. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Trying play action.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
Let's go.
Find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him
I
for
see you, Dougie.
safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner is brought down at the 39. And your App State Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, big juke to get past. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone.
Damn.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting
Smack
downhill,
down, we got
making the
too,
good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback checking the play.
No, we didn't finish well.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down.
Should have kept the original play.
Some havoc and get the sack. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Getting some heat.
God damn it.
And he sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield.
Come on.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. All kinds of running room.
Ah, damn it.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Yeah, the headphones on. Another sock move.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good and dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball.
Off he goes! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
These QBs nowadays are harder than ever to get to the ground. They're so quick, they're so fast, some of them big and strong, and they just make guys miss and keep plays alive.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He'll take a shot. Down.
Oh, come on, man. You got to come up with those.
First down here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 40. Running toward the tape. Tag. Touchdown Appalachian State. And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They no doubt about it. This one's over.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put a